Hey guys, me TCDO, and today I'll be showing you a behind the scenes look at the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary special. The reason I'm making this video is because the project reached so many people and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Thank you. So in this video I'll show you everything what went into making this project, including some scrap ideas that didn't make it into the final version. And if you want to see the full storyboard and even more behind the scenes material, head over to my second channel, TCDO Extra. Alright, let's begin. The first thing that needed to happen was coming up with the idea for the project. I wanted to create a fun, cool and action-packed animation that showed the full history of Super Mario Bros. I want to show how much Mario has grown over the years, and also we, the players, have grown along with him. One thing I definitely didn't want was dialogue. I've always been a big fan of the saying, don't tell but show thing. And if you notice in many Mario games and other media, the characters don't really speak in full sentences. Instead, they communicate through sounds, expressions, poses and movements that we as the viewer can easily understand. So I had the concept for the project, but what would the name be? The final title became Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary Special, but back then I wanted to keep it secret, short and simple. So the working title was Codename Red Star. And if people don't know, Nintendo actually uses these code names for their Mario game. I'm not kidding, here is the list. So, on November 2024, the pre-production for Red Star began with the deadline set for September 13th, 2025. So, pre-production began and I started working on the storyboard animatic. But then it hit me, where the f*** do I even start? You know that feeling when you have an idea in your head, but suddenly you don't know where to begin? Yeah, that was me. Then I realized something. What I was making right now was actually quite similar to one of my older videos. And that video was the evolution of Super Mario Bros. This was a real college assignment. The assignment was to create something fun while learning new skills, and the deadline was just 3 weeks. So I thought, yeah, I can make a Mario project for my assignment, and it will be great content for my channel too. It was a pain in the ass, but I did learn a lot from it. I wasn't completely happy with the final result, but hey, I got 100% on it, so I can't complain. Wait, I could reuse some of the scenes from that older animation, tweak them, and make things easier for myself. And boom! I start storyboarding the new project. If you compare both videos, you can clearly see the similarities. You could say it's sort of like a remastered remake video, but in my eyes it was just a good use of old work and revamping it to completely something new. But what about music? Music was incredibly important for this project since there wasn't going to be any dialogue. I searched through tons of Super Mario Bros. Soundtracks, but none of them fit perfectly for the project. I could have reused the one from my older video, but I decided not to. The music that I used on my old video was from composer Wolf Meyer, which sounded really epic, but it didn't quite give that big 40th anniversary special feeling. It sounded amazing, but I wanted to have more build up to it. So I kept searching for more music until I found the perfect one. And no, it wasn't the one that I ended up using in the final version. This track was made by Matthias Fritzsche. His version of the Super Mario Bros. Theme was perfect for this project. It had a similar vibe to Wolf Meyer's version, but sounded more cinematic, and it had the build-up that I wanted. But then in early 2025, I found out that his music was copyrighted. What do I do now? Maybe I can email him about the copyright claim. Oh wait, it's 2025 already! Oh shit. So that was a fun discovery I found out. It was middle in the pre-production. Yeah, that's fun. So I searched all over YouTube and other platforms for a perfect track without copyright issues. For a moment I even thought about quitting the project because of this roadblock. But then I found Hi, my name is Alex on YouTube with his rock cover of Break Free from Super Mario Odyssey. absolutely perfect. In the evolution of Super Mario Bros., yes, that video again, there's a 3D animated opening sequence showing the DK Jr. and Mario Bros. Arcade machines, and an old TV playing Super Mario Bros. I wanted to recreate that scene since it perfectly represents Mario's first appearance. But then I thought, I can't do shit with 3D. Sure, I can handle basic stuff, but not full 3D character animation or texturing. But luckily, I know someone who is a pro at 3D animations, and that is my good friend Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad is an amazing 3D animator who has created some incredible stuff like this, and this. We have collaborated a few times over the years. Check out those videos, those are amazing. And he even made a 3D printed model of my original character Toonie for my 20th birthday. How do you do this? Anyway, I asked him if he wanted to join the project, and he said, sure. I showed him the details of the sequence and he immediately got to work. But then I thought, why stop at just one sequence? Why not another sequence, but with 2D and 3D combined? We already did it twice, so why not for this video too? So I finished the opening sequence and made a PDF file explaining everything that needed to be done in 3D. I was really worried that I was giving too much work to Mr. Toad, but he loved the idea and went for it. Here's a behind the scenes look at the 3D backgrounds. I honestly don't know how this guy does it, but damn. Look at this. How? Holy moly. Now let's talk about scrapped ideas and some fun facts. So let's go. Originally, this special was going to be 8 minutes long. What? Yeah, you heard me right. 8 minutes long. That might not sound like much, but for animation projects, that can easily take 1 or 2 years to complete. I had so many ideas, from Mario Kart, the sport games, RPGs, Dr. Mario, crossovers, and more. But there were just too many ideas, so I had to scrap most of the spin-offs and crossovers. Another idea was a segment showing Mario running while different box arts from his main titles appeared in the background. I even planned to ask different artists to redraw the box art in their own styles. I am not kidding, I had a full Excel sheet with the list of games and artists I wanted to contact. Unfortunately, I had to scrap this idea due to time. I was in the middle of my internship at 64 Bits, working on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Squid Game Game Boy. Okay, we're gonna do a lightning round because this video is gonna be way too long, so let's go. Originally, the Bowser scene was going to feature all the villains from the Super Mario series, but due to time constraints, I had to simplify it. I didn't really like that. Also, a lot of people asked where Waluigi and Daisy are. Well, you can spot Waluigi for a brief second, right here. As for Daisy, yeah, I totally forgot about her. I feel real ashamed. She was originally supposed to appear in the scene with Mario and Tatanga. I even made a sketch of her cheering for Mario, but again, due to time, I just couldn't do it, or I just forgot. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Daisy fans, she will make an appearance in another project, I swear. Did you know that the Mario vs. Bowser sequence was based on a panel from a scrapped Super Mario RG comic? I chose it because the art and the character angles looked amazing in this panel. Seriously, why didn't Nintendo greenlit this? This art piece I made for Mario Day was actually a small experiment for Red Star. I wanted to see how people would react to the style, and since the response was really positive, I reused it for the final poster banner. The final scrap idea that I really regret was I wanted to recreate the Dude Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show for the credit sequence. I'm not joking, I had the costume, the green screen, everything, but again, time didn't allow it. Why? One day though, I'll make it happen. I have so many more script ideas and fun facts to share, but this video would be way too long if I kept going. So maybe in the future I'm gonna show some more on my community tab, I don't know. This project gave me a really hard time. I was stressed every day thinking I wouldn't finish it by the anniversary date, but I pushed through and I got it done just in time. And honestly, I'm really proud of how it turned out. Sure, there are things I wish I could have added, but you can't win them all. Seeing all the amazing comments and support from so many people made me incredibly proud of myself. Thank you all so much for this. So, should I do it again for the 50th anniversary? No. But seriously, thank you for watching this behind the scenes video. Be sure to look forward to more upcoming projects on this channel, and maybe even more surprises. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!